you guys
Good to
been?
see you.
Good. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Tommy, you're still looking handsome and beautiful and strong, dude. You're not changing, man.
Well, we're doing good. We're doing good on rehab. Things are great, man.
That's awesome, brother. Really
Yeah.
nice
Yeah,
to see
man.
you.
Yeah.
Happy
Thank you.
and healthy. God bless you and
Yep.
keep you that way, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
We need Tommy, right, Stephanie?
Yes, we do
Uh-oh.
need Tommy. Absolutely. I mean, we've been doing crazy things for a couple 3 years now, and it just, I'm the crazy one.
Yeah.
I'm the crazier one.
Yep.
But,
That's
I
for
had to
sure.
I
laugh
get to
'cause-
watch you guys once in a while. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot watch every single episode, but I watch a couple. You guys are fun to watch. So
But-
what's up? What's news, guys?
So we just want to say welcome to He Said, She Said, first of all. Yeah.
I cannot really find words to say thank you guys. Thank you so much. I haven't done this in such a long time, right, Tommy? You know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was watching you every week there for a while. Yeah, you were good.
Thank you, brother. It's kind of weird when you kind of lose your thing. Now, unlike behind the cameras, and it's different.
Yeah, yeah.
You kind of get shy again, and like,
Yeah.
oh
Now,
well.
my question to you is, what do you have going on, Ed? You're all over the place.
Oh my God, Tommy, I've been like a monkey in Home Depot. Imagine a monkey in Home Depot right now, jumping all over the place, taking
Yep.
things down. That's the way I see myself. Honest.
Yeah.
School, life, wife, which is she's right there watching us. Or
Oh, hey, Joy.
Hey.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And school is really taking a lot from me, Tommy. I mean, a lot. But I mean, I'm glad to do it. That's the
Yeah.
only way you can progress and learn things, and hopefully apply those to films and movies that I'm trying to create, so we can have fun.
Yeah.
So,
And we have a lot of your things on Cryptovania, just like we have Stephanie's on Cryptovania. They're all really well received.
yeah.
Thank you, Tommy. And
Absolutely.
I'm very humble to say that I feel like part of you guys somehow, because man, I said it in one podcast. I cannot remember what podcast was, but I was like, I hope that Tommy can see this one day, because I don't know if Stephanie, but I have to say this right here. If it wasn't Tommy Cooper, I believe I wouldn't be doing none of this.
Really?
And I'm talking about the Bigfoot world. I remember when Bigfoot Quest channel was created. I was gonna take it down. That's just being serious. And then I was doing some research, and I'm like, what should I do? I asked my wife, what do you think I should do? And she's like, I don't know, baby. Don't give up. Just get in contact with somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait a minute, Cryptovania boys, maybe they can help me out.
Right.
And I remember I spoke to Jason, I spoke to Tommy, and I end up going to Cryptovania land and do this couple little videos. A place that I will never forget, and I cannot wait to go back because I love the swamp.
See? The swamp. We were just talking about swamps before we brought you
Yep.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
My God, that place is just, I don't know. I think it's magical, Tommy. I think it really is.
Cryptovania is a magical place, man.
Yeah. You get there, get ready to find just anything, because you're going to find something. I have to say,
Yeah.
I was a little bit skeptical. I'm always on the skeptical side, but when we did those calls, remember, Tommy?
I was just telling Stephanie about it.
Yeah.
Not too long later, we just heard this voice. I don't know what it was. I cannot really say what it was, but something answered far, far away.
Yeah.
Remember
And
that?
Joy was running. She was running the camera, and she was like, "Oh, what was that?" I mean,
Yeah.
that was no acting. She was
Yeah.
just, oh man, she was
Yeah.
the truth.
Yeah.
Tommy, and I didn't know that you actually guys captured something in the video. I didn't know that. Like something walking in the woods. Somebody told me about that, and they sent me
Yeah.
the video. And
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that looked like a person walking through the woods for reals.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. There's been a lot of things that we've captured, and like trail cameras and all kinds of this and that. Yeah, it's just it's awesome. It's awesome.
That's so cool, man. Oh, we have to do it again, Tommy.
Yes, we do.
Hey, Stephanie, you should come over too.
I was just gonna say, maybe Squatchers will finally make their way to Cryptovania, and we can all do this together. Wouldn't that be fun?
That's right. That's
Oh
right.
gosh, I don't know. It would never be the same if my girls came and me.
No, I'm telling you, I haven't seen Bigfoot myself, but I've been to a couple things with a huge question mark. Can I share a little story, Tommy? Is that okay?
Please.
Sure.
So I went to Washington State. Remember that time, Tommy, when I went to work with Ron Morehead?
Yep.
And I remember that we were looking for a place to film that day, but it was rainy, it was foggy, it was cold, and this is in the middle of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Ron Morehead, we're just walking the trails, and Ron, he's 78 years old, so he walks slow now.
And I got to stop you. I got to stop you right there. What does it say when you say me and Ron Morehead were out walking? That is so awesome. That is so awesome.
Right?
It's
okay. Continue.
It's great. I don't know how to put it in words, man. Honestly,
I know, man.
But he's
like the OG.
It's a legend, though.
Yeah.
But I guess so comfortable because I was there for almost 6 weeks, I believe.
Wow.
So I was in his house. I was just living there, just seeing Ron every day. And man, when we travel, I mean, we have to share the room. Freaking old man snoring all night long. I cannot even sleep. So it's funny, It's like we became so freaking friends. I mean, he can call me. I can call him anytime, any day. No problem. We can. It's that relationship that we build. It's really, really amazing. So maybe I don't see Ron like I used to. Like an untouchable guy. Now I kind of see him like my buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was really nice for me to say, Ron, let's take a little road trip. Let's find some cool place for the film. So he's okay. I'm gonna take you to the spooky place. Nana, what do you mean? Just come with it. Just come with me. Okay. So I hop in the car. We drove to this, like I was saying, a foggy mountain. As soon as I saw the terrain, I'm like, I don't know. This place looked really spooky, and I don't think a Ron should go. So I'm like, Ron, I'll tell you what. Just go back to the truck. Stay there, take a nap, whatever, and I'm gonna go on my own. Are you sure, Ed? The deep voice that he has. Are you sure, Ed? Yeah. And he's laughing at me. Don't you be the next on missing 411.
Yep.
No, like, don't even say that wrong. I just keep your phone on you. I'll call you. Okay, that's if you get signal up there. Okay, whatever. Just go around. Let me go on my way. So I started to go higher and higher. Excuse me. The fog is just falling down, and you just hear birds all over the place and the rain. And Ron and Stephanie, I heard something so weird. I'm not gonna say that it was like a tree falling or anything like that because this sound was actually metallic.
Oh.
It sounds like how can I explain it though? It's like having this huge door, all of metal, and you just kind of like open it like a train, kind of like a train car door, something like that. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
So I'm scouting around. I'm up in the mountain. There's nothing. I'm like, maybe there's somebody, but it's impossible. There's nothing up there. I'm actually went off the trail, this tiny, like a deer trail, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, you know what? This is not safe. So I went back to the main trail. That's when I pulled my phone out. And I'm like, I'm gonna record just in case something really happens to me. At least they can see what attacked me. And then I heard the same sound this time, like below me in the mountain, but maybe like 100 feet away from me, kind of loud. I was not recording at that point, at that time. So I pressed record, but nothing happened. And I started to hear this thing like going up and down, in like a slow mo. But the sound, it's just weird. I don't know how to explain it. And all the birds, everything in the mountain just went quiet, like totally silent. I can hear my breathing.
Yeah.
I can hear
Oh,
the
yeah.
drops. That was it. And I'm like, holy cow. I was drinking coffee. Guys, I was shaking. I'm not gonna lie. Tell me, you know I'm a vet. I haven't been scared in a few years, but that day I was.
Yep.
What was it? I don't freaking know. I'm not. Maybe it's just a deer. But if it's a deer, they don't really give a lot. They're just gonna show it up and wrong or whatever. And I'm like, what about a bear? Now a bear is gonna just continue cracking trees and wherever he's going. And the sound, it doesn't sound like wood. So I'm like, I'll tell you what, it just turn around. Let's
Yep.
find Ron Morehead and let's go home. So that's exactly what I did. When I get to the truck, there's Ron snoring like a bear. And I Ron opened the door. He couldn't hear me. So I went around. Ron opened the door. Oh, what happened? I'm like, Ron, I don't know what happened up there, but there's something in the mountain. What do you mean? I told him exactly what happened. And he's like, Ed, you know what I brought you here? I'm like, why? Did you want to lose me in the woods like a little dog that you don't want no more? And he laughed and he's like, no, I brought you here because this is one of the most visit places by Bigfoot. There's so many sightings. Right exactly where you were at. That's exactly what a lot of people seeing him. Oh, very nice, Ron. Very nice. I say, you are the coolest friend I ever met in my life.
Send me up there all by myself.
Oh my god! And he was just laughing. He's like, "No, Ed, you know, that's smart." He's like, "If that was a Bigfoot, he wasn't going to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to see you because he knows your heart, and you're a good. You are not carrying any weapons on you, but most of it, you have to think about this. When we're projecting our energies, bad or good, they already know that these beings are intelligent. You know the way he believes about Bigfoot. It's not just an animal. And I'm the same way. So I'm the same way, and I'm like, well, if that's the case, then I was safe. And he's like, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You were safe. That's why I wasn't worried about you.
Yeah.
I want you to go there and experience something on your own. So you will believe. And I do believe. Ron, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I know you believe, but I guess we all need to hear or see something. So maybe that way your third eye is gonna open up a little more and you're gonna believe even more and maybe come up with your own story, get to share something. And I'm like, well, that sounds like you're passing your legacy to me. And he's like, no, not really. I guess if all the human beings really get to come and do what you just did, this world will be a different world. Seriously.
Wow.
We all have to get out there. We will have to find our own ways to see, to hear things if we want to really see them because they're there. They're not going nowhere.
Yep.
And they might be beings from a different planet. He said they might be from here. They might be disappearing and maybe even going into the woods, just like the Indians believe. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but whatever. I'm gonna tell you this. He told me that one of the things that a lot of the Indians, especially from that area, from Washington, keep on saying into right now, uh, through generations, they believe. Well, it's not that just they just believe. They know the Bigfoot lives inside the trees. Now, what do you mean inside the trees? And he's like, yeah, they just, that's what they told me many, many times. They go inside the trees and I'm like a ghost. And he's like, yeah, exactly. So I asked him a question, and I thought that he was gonna laugh at me because I'm gonna say it right here. It might sound stupid. That's what I'm saying. And he's like, Ron, have you ever thought about what if the trees actually move on their own?
Hmm.
What if? And
What if?
he looked at me like serious, and he's like, there is a big possibility. There is. Trees are just like humans.
Hmm.
They're living creatures.
Yes,
They
they
breathe,
are.
they born, they die, they have another tree over here, and this is their life family.
Hmm.
They're a living thing,
Hmm.
and they might be, who knows, do things that we don't know.
They're like the Ansem, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly.
See?
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
Yep.
yeah, that,
the
that
tree
really
ants.
opened up even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tony, there's many things we don't know.
Yes,
Don't know, and
we
maybe
And
don't.
we will never
and
know.
who are we to argue with Ron Morehead? We're nobody to argue with Ron Morehead.
No.
Well,
Wrong. I'm telling you, you know me, Tommy. I've been interviewing many people, and I get to meet so many people, including David Paulides.
mhm.
We spent a
Mm-hmm.
whole
Yep.
day over there. I get to talk to him for hours. He's a cool dude. After a while, not right away. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care if he sees this or not. And I told him already.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
They forgot.
At least you're honest. At least you're honest, Ed.
That's right. I love it.
No, and you know what's funny? He even said that. No, that's okay. I don't care. Go and tell the world.
Yeah.
So smart.
Because this is what I say to him. David, when I was looking at you and your videos and doing interviews, I cannot cuss in here. I cannot say bad words. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
can I or
Sure.
not?
I mean, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go
I'm
for
like,
it.
I, I told you,
We,
I thought you were a
Jason
dick.
can
I
bleep
said,
it out.
yeah, he can, right? There's some beep right there.
Yep.
I'm like, I thought you were a dick, man. And he laughed so hard. Oh my god, that guy was holding his stomach. And I'm like, why are you laughing at? And he's like, hey, it's the way you sound, maybe because of your accent. So he was
Yeah.
making fun of my accent. Oh, there you go. So now you're laughing at me because of my accent. And he's like, I guess, but I mean, it just sounds funny though. And I'm like, well, I'll tell you what, David. Seriously, when I was looking at you through the videos, I thought you were like a person that you don't want to talk to nobody. And he's like, honestly, I am, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I barely talk to people from especially the Bigfoot world, because there's a lot of hate in that world, which
There is.
we all know that, which is true.
Yes.
And I even say that, yeah, I agree with you, but I mean that doesn't have to be something that we have to put the people on the side. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have an interview with you in the future. And he's like, yeah, maybe one day when I get to really put myself out there as a Bigfooter. But as of right now, I don't think I'm ready. Um, I mean, this is just part of the conversation. I don't even know where I'm going this, but it was just funny the fact that we talk about so many things. He told me a lot about missing people. What else? About his new film. It was supposed to come out this year, but for some reason it didn't. But it's gonna be more about aliens stuff. He's more related into that world than Bigfoot, which is nice. That's actually what I like doing as well. So
Yeah.
we kind of
Yeah.
connect very much with it. And Joe Hauser, that's a great guy as well. Very nice person. I went to Montana with Ron Morehead. We spent a lot of time over there filming, just driving around, having a good time. And Joe is a very humble person, believe it or not. Very, very humble. And again, he's like a master when it comes about Bigfoot. He's a personal friend of Ron Morehead. I mean, he's a cool
Mhm.
dude. What else? What else can I tell you? Tell me.
Well, how about this, Ed? You had Kerry Arnold on.
Oh, Kerry, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That was a good
He's.
interview.
Oh man. Yes, it was. He's got an interesting presence as far as like he has so many people that listen to his shows and all this and that. He really has a good thing going.
Yeah, he does. When he was telling me the story, I mean, I was picturing everything on my head as well. I even say to him at the end of the story, I mean, at the end of the, what's it called, the podcast, I asked him, dude, is there any way we can do a film about this, about your encounter? He never say no, but he never say yes. Hopefully in the future, we'll get to work, do something. Because his story is so impressive. It was really, really good. I love it. I think it was one of those stories that I will never forget. Really good. And going back to Ron Morehead, Tony, I wanted to tell you this, man. When you sit down and talk to Ron Morehead face to face, and you see the man looking at you, telling you everything there is in his books, especially the first book. Tommy and Stephanie, you're gonna get chills all over the place because you get to see the emotions on his face, even though it's been 50 years since that happened.
Right.
I get chills all over the place, and if I was a little bit skeptical about Bigfoot, that was the time. Last year was the breaking point for me that I have to say this thing must exist. It has to be there for reals. There is no way when I sit down with the computer and he showed me pictures and videos that he never released, to nobody else.
That'd be great.
Oh my God. I was like, this is crazy. Ron, this is crazy. And again, Tommy, we became so close that he's like, Ed, I'm going to give you a copy. I want you to copy all of this and take it with you. Don't ever share this. I'm gonna trust you. I guess he's testing me somehow. That's what I told him. Ron, are you testing me? He's like, no, I don't test no people. I'm already past that stage of my life. But I kind of know that who I can trust and who I cannot trust. So it makes me feel so good about it. You know what I mean? I'm very humble, very, very humble, and happy, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I still have it right here in my computer. I get to see the stuff. And when I'm a little bit skeptical again, I just come back to my computer and look at those pictures, look at those videos, listen to those sounds I never released. Man, I just get the chills again. I get to talk to his daughter, Veronica. She was there for like a week or so. So we became friends. I remember one night I was sitting outside. We make a fire in the pit. Just me and Veronica talking, having wine and talking about Bigfoot and all those many jokes when they were little. Man, I didn't know that Ron used to be a rich guy. He used to have money, Tony.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I'll tell you right now, this guy, the way you see that guy right now, he looked like he's a simple person. No, this guy was a businessman. This is a guy who owns like 3 different planes, hotels, restaurants.
Wow.
Mine golds or gold mines. I don't know how to say that. I forgot.
Yeah.
Gold mines. Yep.
Wow.
I mean, he used to have money. He told me, Ed, I invested a lot of money on this Bigfoot research. I traveled the world. Being in, South America, Central America, Russia, Nepal, whatever that is. He's been all over the place trying to find answers, with big, huge researches all around the world. And that's the stuff that I'm telling you that he doesn't really share with nobody. Mm-hmm. But he told me that I can talk about it, which is good, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is something that I hope that one day, if it's not me, that at least somebody else can release it, so people can really see what he did as a researcher, as a author, as a person that he is, because he's such a great person. My gosh, and his wife is like a little angel on earth. Beautiful people, beautiful. So
that's awesome. So did you ask him if you could do a documentary on him?
I'll tell you a little story. Last week I spoke to him. I'm about to do a film this coming what is it, February next year. It's a project for a school, but I'm allowed to, extend it and do a movie if I wanted to. So I was thinking to finish up or actually do Ron Morehead's story, like the whole story this time.
Right.
Because this is what happened when we went there. He was in the middle of selling part of the story to some producer. So we stopped. We stopped the project so these people can take over. That's why I couldn't really finish up. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they're still working on it. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. But so I called him last week, and I'm like, Ron. So going back to your film, do you think we can do this sometime? And he's like, yeah, definitely, definitely. We can come up with a film anytime. And I'm like, okay, so because I'm about to start doing a project for my school, but I'm actually thinking to extend it. And I was thinking to take over again and do the whole film, maybe like an hour and a half or something. To be honest, guys, I don't have the money for that because I'm gonna need a lot of preps. I'm gonna need a lot of what you may call like locations,
Right.
and I mean the budget is it's a little high, and I
Yeah.
don't.
Hey, Ed.
Yes,
Could I nominate myself to play Ron Morehead?
I'm sorry, I missed that. You were breaking up. Can you repeat
I
that
want to
again?
nominate myself to play Ron Morehead.
Sure.
Wow. Delusions of grandeur.
That's fair enough.
Oh
So
my
you know
gosh.
how cool will it be if I can come up with that film?
Yes.
I will.
Yes.
I got a meeting with my wife last week, maybe. And we were talking and looking at numbers, and it's so unfortunate that I cannot do it right now.
Yeah.
I
But
got
you
the
will.
goal. Yeah, I
And
will.
then
You will.
she can do the soundtrack to the film too.
Oh, Joey,
Yeah, with her singing voice.
that's right. That's right. We just tweak the boys, to sound like a little Bigfoot.
It sounds like Pocahontas.
That's true. That's hilarious, man.
I had such a good time when you guys were up here and we were filming the documentary and stuff. When she was singing and I was singing with her, oh, it was so funny, man.
That was
Yeah.
good times, really good.
Well, when we're out in the field, we sing to Bigfoot occasionally.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's true.
saying, you
That
never
was-
know. It might work.
That's right.
I mean, when we're paranormal because I'm also a paranormal investigator, and a lot of times we sing, and then you get
Yes.
responses,
Yeah. That's true.
Why,
Plus, that's
why
some sort of
not?
energy that you release,
Yes.
like a happy
Yes.
energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to know something funny, last time, so my daughter and I have some property out in the San Juan Islands in Washington State,
Oh, wow.
and I love cows, right? I just love cows, and my ex-husband said you should sing to the cows because I bet they'll all come running. And so we were on this road, right? And there were cows kind of on both sides, but they were kind of far away. So I started singing, and my God, they all came running and they all gathered around us.
Oh,
And they were
wow.
from two different owners and two different herds, and they didn't like each other from across the road. And they were like
Wow.
yelling at each other.
That is really cool.
But it was cool. And then it
Connections are
sounded
really
like they
well,
were
huh?
singing, because then all of a sudden I shut up, and then they were all mooing like mad. It was the coolest thing, honestly. Sing to some cows. It's quite amazing. But you never know what you're going to get. You got to try it all.
Okay.
That
You
reminds
guys
me.
are back.
I was in Drakewell with George Workman, and we stayed up overnight, and the other guys were sleeping and stuff. And me and George were sitting there, and we heard cows mooing at like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, God.
There were no cows anywhere to be had, and
Oh,
there they were and stuff. And yeah, we were just laughing about that.
yeah. Yeah.
Now
So,
that you mentioned George, I think when me and George went to this place a couple of years back, we camped overnight in the woods. and I cannot remember what happened to us, but we heard something walking by, and George, it's all about Bigfoot, and he's like, "Hey, here comes," and here comes what? And I was like, "Oh God, it might be here, right?" So we
Yeah.
go with the flashlights, and we see this pair of eyes, like like eye shine, a freaking horse. Oh my
Oh,
God!
Nice.
Oh my
Nice.
God! Thank you, Lord. It's
I've
just a
had,
horse.
yep. Yep. I've heard of that happening before too, as a matter of fact. More than one person has done that. Yep.
Yeah,
hmm
but I'm not gonna lie, I was scared, man. That was something.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm not ashamed to admit this. When we're out there, I mean, one of our biggest experiences that we ever had was at a very remote location in northern Minnesota, and we're just girls, right? And we're just all girls. We were out there. I definitely think it was Bigfoot. I didn't get to see him in the eyes, but I got pretty scared. They were tossing rocks at us and they'd fall at our feet. We had thermal cameras. We had infrared because we're ghost hunters, right? So we had all of our
Yeah.
equipment out there. Um, and then suddenly we felt like they were surrounding us. And then I got scared. I'm like, oh, I mean, this was like one of our very first times we were ever out. And I'm like, oh, I think we need to go now.
Yeah.
That's the feeling you get.
Oh my
Time to
gosh,
go.
right? And I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was a little scared, but I was a newbie too. And I know my girls
Mm.
on the team too are also paranormal investigators. And they said, oh, if Steph's getting crazy, we probably need to go. Cause the paranormal world doesn't scare me at all. But that did, and we offered tobacco and then it let up. So it was happy
Wow.
then, but I think it was Bigfoot, because there was nothing was showing up on the cams. And something was pitching these rocks over these big tall trees landing at our feet, and we'd
Yeah.
knock and they'd knock. And then suddenly, like I said, it felt like they were just surrounding us. It was the craziest thing.
I
Um,
totally believe. Yeah, it might
yeah.
be Bigfoot. Now that you mentioned that, I asked Ron, how comes that so many people around the world still using cameras and nobody can capture one?
Mm-hmm.
I even asked him because he's a friend of what's his
Mm-hmm.
name? Bob Gimlin.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
was supposed to go and see Bob, but because the COVID was going on at the
Yeah.
same time, we didn't. But so I asked Ron, so what do you think about the film? And he told me that I mean he know him for so long. I think it's real. And so I'm like, will you compare your experience with Bob Gimlin? And he told me no. We have two very different stories, very different.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, in which way? Because whatever they encountered, it's theirs. I wasn't there.
Right.
Simple as that. Mine was me, Alberry, and another couple of guys who took us there back then. I was just a businessman. They called me up, wrong. There's something here in the woods. You might want to take a look. And I was curious. And he said that, hey, so I invested on weapons. I invested on horses. I invested on the highest technology recorders back then, a Sony little thing like this big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looked like a Walkman, kind of like that. But he says that it was so expensive back then.
Mm-hmm.
So there I was, just going, riding my horses all the way to the mountain, and I was skeptical. It's like, honestly, I was like, I don't know. So we end up just building this, what's the name for that? Jesus Christ. And they did it because for what they heard. They heard something big, and it doesn't sound like a bear, so just let's get ready, let's build this up. So they put all together, and the night falls. He says by 8 o'clock in the night. The first time I heard that thing, it was so far out, far, far away. But there's a lot of wolves. I mean, wolves, coyotes, and owls, and all that kind of thing. So I wasn't too worried about until late at night. We start hearing this boom,
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah.
just like giants.
Yeah.
He's like it. I feel that pressure in my chest.
Mm-hmm.
It's my blood pressure really went up. You hear these things like almost breathing in your ear, and And after that, that's when they went off. This one talking to the other one, and vice versa. It's like exchanging words between them, and just walking around this bunker thing. And they heard when they took down the toilet, they destroyed everything. They took everything apart. The grill, they have like a grill and all that stuff. They took everything apart. Matt, maybe. And he's like, I was really stressed out. I mean, me and Alberry, all of us, and we wanted to take a picture. So I kind of stick my hand out with a little camera flashing all over the place, but I couldn't get anything. And it took us months to earn their trust.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so you really build that relationship?
Yeah.
I'm like, I know it sounds funny, but these beings, they know your heart. That's what I was telling you. They
Absolutely.
know who you are. They know your intentions. And they knew that we will never hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
But we messed up. Not me. One of us messed up one time. What do you mean? One time, years later, I think it was Alberry. He killed a bear because the bear came over and he was stealing the meat that they have. The dead deer and stuff. So Alberry, he got out with a shotgun and killed the bear. And he says that night they showed up. And maybe they saw the bear, all pieces all over the place. And they were really, really mad, like destroying everything around the area, screaming. And after that, they were gone. They couldn't hear him getting close to them for about 5 years, I think. It's like they went back and there's nothing. They just disappeared. They never came back. And then he said that I decided to go on my own. Ron is a little crazy, man. I'm talking about 8 miles up in the mountains in horse, riding a horse, 8 hours.
Yep.
That is crazy. And he's like, I barely bring food. I was not gonna stay too long. I was just gonna show up and say hello to them, whatever, hoping that I was gonna get to see him. But I didn't. I stayed there for over a week, and I couldn't hear anything. Then I went back again, and this time I was trying to communicate, and finally, late that night, they came. So it took us a while to build a relationship, their trust again. That's why Tommy, I don't believe on going out there with so many weapons and stuff. Or don't get me wrong, you have to. It is what it is. It can be a bad guy. It can be a bear. It can be a mountain lion. Anything that you have to really defend yourself. But because I was wrong as well. Not like shit. So what am I gonna do if there's a bear or a guy trying to kill me? Oh no, you can bring your stuff. Don't get me wrong. You got to do what you got to do, but don't worry. So yeah, Tommy, I guess you got to do what you got to do. You gotta defend yourself regardless of and that's what he says. I mean, they know your heart, so don't worry.
I agree, and I think we go out and we don't have any weapons and we're just a bunch of girls, right? But I think that the only thing that I would be scared about, especially if we're close to the city, which, we've been talking about suburban cryptids, and there's a lot of evidence suggesting they're really close. I live in the Minneapolis, St. Paul metropolitan area, so it's big, right? Populated, but the only thing that I worry about is people, basically. I don't worry about the animals. I worry about people because you never know, So
I agree. I wouldn't be too worried about animals either. I think it's just about people as well.
Yep. And that's sad, but it is true.
Oh, you, Tommy? What do you think?
I'm a little bit worried about everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of taking my 45 with me.
Yeah.
And
I believe you.
What's the name, Francine? Is it?
My 357, Francine.
Okay.
Yep, you got it.
But Tommy, in your area, do you think somebody might hurt you or do, some stupid?
No, but I'll tell you what though. One day, I had 2 of them close to me, and it was in a snowstorm, and I felt like I was being kettled. I felt like I was being directed into an ambush, And
Oh.
yeah, I
It's not an
really
easy feeling.
presented some opportunities to me. And what I ended up doing was I pulled my gun and went straight forward toward them, and they
Mhm.
went the other way, and they were yelling and down through the woods and stuff, making the dogs bark and this and that. And I don't know. I just believe in having something to hopefully make things a little more, little more, little more that you can present yourself or take care of yourself.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think you really have to show them, that you have to do what you got to do as well. You're a small creature
Yes.
versus this thing,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
regardless of being flesh and and blood or an alien type, whatever, still big, still
Mhm.
something
Yeah.
unknown. So
Mhm.
you have to prepare yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's like it's like a compass or anything else. It's
Mhm.
it's just part of my gear.
Yeah,
Like I don't get it out and flash it around and this and that, but
yeah,
I just take it for my gear is with me, and I like to make sure I have it for the
yeah,
gear
yeah.
and stuff like that.
It's
Yeah.
it's your uniform already. It's part of
Right.
you.
Yeah, it's what I call prudent. It's very prudent,
Yeah, that makes sense,
but
Paul.
that's my own opinion. That's my own opinion.
And I think it's fair enough.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, because at the end of the day, you just don't know. Some I believe there's bad Bigfoots. I think there's
Mhm.
good
Yep.
ones. I think
Yep.
they're just like,
Yep.
I don't know. I'm gonna say what I believe about Bigfoot. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
To me, Bigfoot, it is real. Yes, it is 100% real. To me, Bigfoot is some creature related to the giants from the past.
Yep.
Why am I saying this? Because let's go back to the Bible.
Yep.
They say when the angels fall to earth, they have sex with women and animals. It
Mm-hmm.
says nice and clear, these angels had sex with women and animals. Obviously, from the woman, they have these huge giant people. They were freaking monsters, 12 fingers, 12 toes, and
Yep.
two rows of teeth, and their mentality was all crooked up. They they took over the world for over 1,000 years. The men have to serve them. I didn't know that. I've been studying some of that, but yeah, that's what I know so far. That these people were supposed to cook. The women were supposed to, give in sex whatever they want. And if you don't do what they want, guess what? They will kill you and eat you. Simple as that.
Yep.
So man, kind of like, you know what? We're not gonna do this no more. So that's when the war became, and they kind of killed the giants, but they still strong, they still big. So even God now sees what's going on, and that's when the flood came in, and he's trying to erase all the evil, including the giants. Now let's go back to the animal part. Obviously, when these angels, they got powers, straight up. These beings are from a different dimension, from heaven. You know what I'm saying? So think about this. If they were so knowledgeable about everything, why why not to believe, or why not to think that these things came out with some sort of I don't know, a monkey thing? If let's say if they have sex with a monkey or even a cow or whatever,
Or a
how
dog. A dog.
even a dog, yeah, something's gonna come out of there. That's for
Yeah.
sure. And it's not gonna
Like
be a
a
beautiful
dog
dog.
man.
I don't think. Exactly. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
something weird, something evil, because obviously
Yeah.
these things are evil. Whatever they did to us, it's not a holy thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't. So now we have, I don't know, things like Bigfoot, Dogman, whatever monsters we have out there. Who knows? And I
Mm-hmm.
believe they still are there right now.
Mm-hmm.
They might be some of them good somehow. Um, Bad ones, I don't know. I think there's a little bit of everything. Period. It has to be
Yep.
just like people.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah.
So I got nothing wrong. I mean, nothing against carrying a weapon, because at the end of the day, you don't know what you're facing, Tommy.
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
know.
And the two, I think it was two Bigfoots that were just over the hill in the snowstorm and stuff. And it was like they were like arguing. They were like yelling back and forth at each other. And
Wow.
I was like,
Over what?
wow,
What do you
this,
think, Tommy?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I was a long ways back in the woods that day. And when I pulled my phone and my camera out, they both went dead. They both went dead. Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is really intense. That's when I pulled the gun out.
Now, what do you mean by they went dead? Just poof.
Yes. The phone and the camera, they had no battery left over at all.
They sucked
That
it
was it.
out.
And after it was over, I got in the truck, and I had gone just like 20 minutes down the road.
Mhm.
There they were. They're all good again. They're all good again. I had not charged them or anything. They're right up to where they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
You see,
really,
that's-
really bizarre. You want to do a part 2 with them?
We could. On another day, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that for sure.
I mean, if you want to, I don't care.
Well, he is fun. I mean, he is fun. Who else were we thinking about doing? Oh, Carter, because he was going to get that other book out, right?
Oh, Carter's awesome. He's doing a podcast now up behind tall trees.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So he's doing a podcast?
Yeah, it just started it this weekend.
Oh. Well, you
This
are
week
just in
coming
the
up
know.
is-
You are
Yeah.
just in the know.
I pay attention to all things Bigfoot.
I know. I'm just so, whatever. Got it.
Okay, he says, can you call him again?
Yep. Here we go. Add. There he is.
Right. Woo!
Woo!
So sorry,
Speaking
guys.
of energies.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Guys, this is so weird. This
Yeah.
never, ever happened to my computer. It just froze up and it went black screen, and that was it.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
okay. But I
Wow.
think
Yep.
what we'll do is we'll just kind of close out because it's already been an hour. I don't want to take any more of your time. And then, if you ever want to be on our show again, though, let us know. We can do part
Sure.
2. Tommy was just talking about that,
Definitely.
Oh.
Yeah,
because this
anytime,
has been
guys.
really fun.
It was so good to see you, Ed. So good. And you too, Joy. But it was
Yes.
so great to talk to you.
Well, guys,
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's up? There she is. Hi, Joy.
Hi.
thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes.
As always,
Oh,
for me, it's an honor to be with you guys. And
Oh,
Tommy,
gosh. It's been super
Yeah,
fun having
everything-
you on. And for
everything
the-
you said was so nice, man.
Yeah.
It was so nice to hear you say that stuff. That's so great. And
Yep.
I really hope that you do awesome. And I hope that we're with you the whole way. And,
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
we can watch it.
Yes.
thank you so much.
And you can see all of Ed's stuff right on Cryptovania TV. So just go get in Roku and go to the Cryptovania channel and you'll be able to see it. And it's fabulous.
That's true.
and-
And Tommy, feel free to use my stuff anytime for anything that you like.
That's awesome. Thank
You
you.
don't have
Ed.
to ask me for permission. It's all yours. So
And
hopefully I'll
look
get back
for,
sometime.
and all of you look for all of us together in the near future,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
including Joy. She can be
Oh,
an
yeah.
honorary squatcher. I love it.
I'll see you.
Great.
I'll see you next year, Tommy. We're gonna get up there. We're gonna get back
Yes.
to Pennsylvania.
Yes. Yes. You
Absolutely.
guys, please, you're always welcome.
Yes, we will.
All right.
Well, guys,
Awesome.
thank you so much again, and
Thank you.
I guess I see you guys soon again.
Yes. Bye-bye, everyone.
See you guys.
Good night. Bye bye.
flying by, and they bring the pain. And when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, it's gonna burn this mother down. People try and run, flee in pain, climb over anyone gets in their way. And when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, it's gonna burn this mother down. Yeah. Told you this day would come, called your name. Hell, I told everyone it's end of game. And when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, when the lightning comes down, it's gonna burn this whole damn town. It's gonna burn us to the. It's gonna burn us to the. It's gonna burn us to